Hey there, beautiful souls. Just Intuitive Angel Healer here with your grounded guide to the spiritually awakened survivors of the toxic shadows. Welcome to my new YouTube channel and updated podcast channel, Spoken Like an Angel Enlightenment for Survivors, where my prophetic words are meant to help stimulate so you can raise your vibe and elevate. Thank you so much for being here today. Today is August 5th, 2023. Oh, the time has flown. It's crazy. We're about to get back into fall and, do it all over again. Sometimes you feel like that's when you're a parent. I feel that energy out there because I have felt that way too. It's like when your kids are in school, they have so many things that they're overdoing things to what I feel. And sometimes we're over programming our kids with things that aren't really, as necessary as we feel. I saw 111 as I saw that. So sometimes we need to give our kids a break and ourselves a break. And if you feel overwhelmed to do something, don't do it this year. It doesn't matter how many years you've done it. I keep hearing, I do it every year. I'm just going to keep doing it. Well, that's a chance for you. If you don't feel like doing it, it's time to pass the torch, is what I'm hearing. So somebody really needed to hear that. I don't know. I pick up energy from y'all, whoever's on my channel, liking my page. So if stuff resonates, just let me know. That's how the magic of the angels works. It's very subtle. It's not going to be flashing lights all the time. Sometimes that's why people say you're blocking it. What does it mean when you're blocking it? That means that you're putting all your thoughts and ideas of how it should be or how you think it should be, and you're blocking out the divine's way of what it needs to be. And there's a divine reason, because it's kind of like I'm getting the image of Soul, the movie from Disney, and it's kind of like, their whole thing is about the afterworld, and he has to count all the souls in there, and that's all he cares about. He doesn't really have emotions for, social time. He's all about keeping the balance of the universe, and that's what the angels do. So that's where angels don't have emotions like humans, and they don't have egos like humans either. Somebody's got a really blocked throat chakra. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you guys are enjoying this. I need help on a little boost on my videos, because I swear the karmics in the background like to play, and somehow my videos aren't getting seen. Like, I got 3 views on my videos, and I've been getting at least 20, and I have at least 36 viewers. So that tells you right there. If you guys just do me a favor, even watch just 30 minutes. It's a 30-minute show. Even 10 minutes of your attention will help you further on your enlightenment. 333, as I say that, that's not a confirmation for you, because I'm all about just, helping enlighten. That's what my purpose is. And sometimes the things I say may trigger you, but if they're triggering you, that's a good thing, because I'm here to trigger you into a different mindset so you can actually grow. Because my concept is to teach the 5D consciousness that most of us aren't able to connect to, because we're so deep in the 3D consciousness. So all my messages come from love and light. But if you do get triggered with the message, know that it comes in love and light, and it's just a sign for you to release that energy so it doesn't become stagnant or more stagnant and block your blessings, because I only want the best for my viewers out there. I'm just Intuitive Angel Healer. That's what I do. I'm just a warrior angel too. So most people, when they think of angels, they think of just, harps and blonde women with angel wings, and that's not. There's a whole realm. That's why I call it my side of the angelic realm, because there's a whole realm of angels. You have your guardian angels, you have your avenger angels, you have your warrior angels. you have your just angels, regular angels, I'm seeing 505. Sometimes you have to, if you're an angel, you have to do things to end up getting your wings. So there's a whole hierarchy going on in your life. And so know that sometimes, and most often, we have to lose something to gain something, but the thing that we're losing, we're not ultimately losing, we're just making space. Think of it as a garage sale, because I don't like to think of lose, because you're really not losing anything except a bunch of headaches from the karmics. Speaking of which, I have a beautiful angel message, and all these messages are timeless. They're for the collective. I'm gonna have more individual, shorter videos. If you guys go check on my playlist, I have them all sectioned out there, so you can either go heal your toxic shadows, or you can go grab an angel message of, if you just want an angel message, or I have the love messages up there. But I feel that not everybody can sit here for a 30-minute podcast, and I want to make sure you guys are getting these angel messages. So I do invite you to go and check out the individual videos in my playlist, and let me know. But Spirit wanted me to share. I was guided to read this verse out of the Bible, out of Romans 1, verse 17. And the episode today is 51, episode 51, Keep Taking the High Road. God has a surprise over the horizon. And so this is the message that Spirit wanted me to read, and this is regarding the karmic situation that's going on out there. So I'm just going to read this, and you guys let me know how it resonates. Somebody needs to hear this out there, whether you're a karmic or you're going through a karmic issue. So, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to every one that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath shewed in unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanliness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the women, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and unreceiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to reprobate mind, to do those things which are not convenient, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers, backbiters, haters of God, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, who knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have the pleasure in them that do them. So, wow, that was really powerful there. And I am going to make a note. I am all for the LGBTQ community, and that part, I'm just going to say I don't agree with that. And there's parts of the Bible, that's why I'm up here. And some days it's a little rough doing my job because I actually share with you 11:13 as I say this, actual thoughts and truths, that people say and do. And even though that is there, I don't believe God is against any LGBTQ. That's a whole different story. So please don't run with anything in the comments on that. But this was more about all this nastiness that's going on about these karmics, because I have had some downloads. If you've been listening to other readings on the energy, you're just like, wow, how could you be so nasty? Like, there's people that have kids, hidden wives, hidden relationships. They're doing multiple like orgies and just disgraceful things. Like, I don't care what you do on your time, but when you involve other people who aren't into that and never asked to be a part of it, and now you made them a part of it, that's when I have an issue with it. And so I really don't judge anyone. And if you're doing things and you're doing things, that's part of it. But then you end up being karmic when you can't rise above that energy of just sexual lust and desire. And because having a relationship and love is so much more. And that's where some people turn off, because they're like, no, I want to have that lustful things. And I can admit, when I was younger, I turned off to my relationship with God as much because I wanted to do the sinful things. And I was like, man, you can't do anything. Everything's a sin. Well, yes, but I also feel when you're young, you go through these sins and then you learn that, hey, it was like a test, and you're like, hey, most of us come out of it like, I'm sorry, I didn't really want to live that way. I just wanted to try it. And I feel like God forgives us and lets us try things, but ultimately it's about shifting out of that energy. You're not going to be condemned forever for doing these I'm hearing blasphemous things. It's about when you don't have the knowledge and you do these things, that's different. But when you have the knowledge and you're awakened to it, and then you're like, I'm bigger than God, and I'm Cartman, I do what I want. That's where I have an issue with it, because now you've acknowledged, hey, that's bad. It's kind of like a kid. You can't condemn someone to HE double hockey sticks if they don't know. And that's where people, like, even if you're an atheist, if you don't know about stuff, but you learn about it and then you change your mind, that's absolutely fine. And I probably hit a few chords with some people out there, because this is, faith is a very personal thing, and I'm spiritual. I'm not religious. So that's where I like to share the Bible with you, because for me, it's about evoking a thought in my mind, and God's helping, because I don't believe that everything in this book is verbatim the 100% truth, because it came from a human. It got filtered through a human. Even stuff that I read, it goes through me. I'm a human. I have an ego. It's an interpretation. So that's where you got to get strong in your faith and get your interpretation of how you're going to carry out God's word. And that's really what I try to do in my ministries here of being a prophetic word speaker, because I am a prophet. I come out here and I share things that can be changed. These things that I'm telling you aren't doom and gloom, like things are gonna just be like this forever. These things that I'm sharing with you are coming out here to let you know, hey, you have a chance to change this, but you have to bring it into your awareness. And until you bring it into your awareness, you can't change something because you're on autopilot. Your unconsciousness is driving the wheel, and you have to be conscious about things that you're doing. And sometimes we've been doing things for so long, or we have a pattern of abuse that causes us to shut down that part of our brain, and we're literally not using certain parts of our brain. So don't ever think you're stupid for not understanding something, or let somebody else put their view or opinion on you of how you should worship God or how you should have a spiritual relationship. And whatever you do, as long as it makes you happy and it doesn't affect others in a negative way, I'm all for it. I just give you the way that I found that helps me. And I know that I'm taboo in a lot of worlds, and I have Christians all excited about my message until they find out I use oracle cards or I'm a medium, and then they just go into what they've been taught. Because if you think about it, we were taught by somebody, and it's your faith and values that makes you who you are, and you can't accept everybody's faith and values. You have to accept your own. Somebody really is going through this. I feel like I went through this a couple years ago when I was trying to figure out how exactly I'm supposed to present myself, because I come off a little odd. I'm an advocate, I'm a warrior, but I'm also very angelic and loving and helpful. So, we just have to take that mindset off, and that's what I'm here to do, is to help people take that mindset away, like they used to put in a lot of churches and the ones that I grew up in, and it was very closed-minded. And it doesn't make sense. If you're going to be a messenger of God, you can't be closed-minded. And some of the things that I share, I'm like, wow, this is really out of my comfort zone, but God told me to share it, and here I am. And I put my little red lipstick on and show up. And sometimes it's uncomfortable because I don't know how some of these messages will be received, but I know that I have faith in God, and I trust that they're going to be received. Maybe not exciting at first, but then they're usually, after a while, if you're really truly trying to work on it and you're healing, they're gonna be processed for, like, you're gonna accept it and be like, I've had people say thank you. They came foaming at the mouth, mad, their ego was on high, and then by the end of it, we talked them down and they said thank you, because I needed to hear that. I hear that a lot, because sometimes we just need, it's just a thought, a thing that you need to hear that changes your own mindset. But I want to give somebody permission out there that's listening. I'm giving you permission to worship God your own way and have faith your own way, or worship the gods, whatever you worship. But I know that there is a creator, and I'm on his team, and he made the angels. Whoever made the angels, I think of God as the four elements of nature: fire, earth, wind, and water. So I guess my thought process would go along with like how Native Americans, and I'm learning that I might have that ancestry in my lineage, which is cool because I have a lot of guides that are Native Americans. So just find what's comfortable with you, but stop worrying about the label or how society's going to accept you today, because somebody made a TikTok the other day, and it really hit me. It said, when you start learning that your TikTok is for other people who share your point of view, and for you to have that community, you'll start showing up different, because most of us show up in our head and our ego, and it ends up going to people pleasing. And that's where my journey is. Like last year, I was really hurt last year. Like I got re-triggered into a lot of karmic stuff that I thought I had finished up, but it wasn't over yet. And ultimately, it caused me to have some really low vibrational people around that were like plotting on me and trying to just destroy, I don't know, my reputation, my everything, which was weird. And I felt uncomfortable, but I was like in this weird people pleasing energy too. And I found out I had a lot of black magic going on in the back too. So I've awakened to all that, and I just know that you can't, when you awaken to something, don't beat up on yourself, because it is just thank God you awakened, right? That's all you got to do. Tell yourself is thank God I awakened. So I'm gonna be putting out more messages on my, because I do this in 30 minutes. So if you guys want to get, if you're a light worker, if you want a high vibrational message, you guys have been following the messages, check out my daily messages. It's going to be in the playlist, the daily channeled playlist. Go check that out. I'm going to give you a few messages here, but the rest of them are going to be there, because I don't like going over 30 minutes, because I know my attention span doesn't go over 30 minutes. So I like to break it up. I don't like to keep it over an hour. I notice people just check out. So I'm going to give you some real quick messages, but I'm going to give you more detailed ones, and the ones I'm going to post here later. So today. The first message that I really want to hear is you need to cut those vows of poverty out there. Your guardian angel is protecting you, but you're not tuning into it because you're really stressed right now. Archangel Zadkiel is around you. His name means righteousness of God. He works with his color is a violet color, and he's like a life coach. He's helping you work with your crown chakra, and also your mercy and forgiveness. That's the archangel of mercy and forgiveness. He's trying to help you, teach you confidence, and he's empowering your soul to fulfill source and your good life purpose, versus all these toxic karmics that are trying to get you to come back to the comfortable and the toxic. And I've got like such a blocked throat chakra. You also have you are a natural medium. If this is resonating with you, you have the gift to see auras, and ghosties love connecting with you. You need to start taking courses or getting certified, getting into your gift of mediumship, because that's part of your purpose. Incorporate these aspects into your business. This is part of your family bloodline, even if nobody's talking about it. 2323, as I say that. There's different gifts here: mental medium, clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience, clairalience, which is clair sense of smell, clairgustance, which means you can taste things, or you could be a physical medium, which has automatic writing, channeling. But do look into that. The bee energy is around you right now as your spirit animal. This is a symbol of wealth, prosperity, good luck, and fortune. This is also helping you tap into your divine feminine. It's a really good time for fertility. So even if whether that be to have physical children or to actually birth a new idea for a business, but your abundance is actually being birthed in this time period. So it's important to start connecting with teamwork and nurturing yourself and becoming more self-sufficient, taking more time out for yourself, and knowing that healing isn't linear. It goes in cycles. Take time with your healing process, okay? Just because you're going through a healing process doesn't mean you can't help others, but you need to be more gentle, and not like when you're not feeling it, don't put yourself and make yourself see people. That's not a good idea ever. Or even channeling messages, even influencers. I took a day off, the whole day off. I'm seeing 11:10 as I say this. The whole day off yesterday. Why? Because the energy was not right, and I've noticed when I try to participate in, and the energy just ain't right. Guess what I'm doing? I'm just setting myself up for failure because I know that the darkness can work with all my electronics and make stuff clear out and all kinds of stuff. So I just saw 25:25 and 25:26. So when you're just not feeling it, find yourself something other else that's productive. Make sure you're doing something productive today, though. It's important for you to, especially if you're a white collar worker. I'm hearing that there's a confirmation of a new job. So I'm also hearing if you're a fast food worker or you don't have a super, like a career, you're about to get a confirmation of a new job that is like a teacher, accountant, attorney, dentist, bank worker, insurance agent, real estate agent, or an admin assistant. And this is a divine healing message from Proverbs 4:20 to 22. My son, give attention to my words, incline your ear to my sayings. Do not let them depart from your eyes. Keep them in the midst of your heart, for there are life to those who find them and health to all their flesh. And so it is. Amen. So Spirit wants to know that expect to get positive communication for a job that you applied for out there. And this is a confirmation of a promotion for somebody out there. And Spirit wants you to know the training will be worth the time and effort for the job. And remember that time is energy, time is money, energy is money. So don't always look for the job, even if it pays a little less. Sometimes that's better for you. I'm going to wrap this message up, but I'm going to get the rest of this message out. And just so you guys, if you're wondering, it has to do with a yogi out there. Either this is going to be a new job for you or you're thinking about that, but I'm going to be putting these messages out. And I'm also hearing a confirmation of a new vehicle on its way. So definitely tune into these new messages that I'm going to be sending out here. Today, Spirit really wants you to focus on some of you in a past life. You were part of a knighthood. So I'm hearing Knights of the Round Table, like Arthur, King Arthur. So, and I'm also hearing some of you were monks, a part of King Arthur's community. Some of you need to sever the vows of poverty and do a cord cutting this weekend, because that's why your abundance is either like it keeps being dry or really full. But if you do this vow of poverty, you took it because you didn't need it before when you were a minister of a church. I'm hearing you were a monk and you didn't need all the human materialistic stuff. So when you do this is going to help you connect you back into your bravery. I'm hearing a unicorn is like, that's your spirit animal. Go look that up. That definitely, you have pure intentions, pure heart, and you're very brave. You were very honorable back in the day too, if you were connected to this night. I feel like some of you need to do a past life regression out there and hear about like what happened in your past life and what are the lessons. That's the important part. Not just, oh cool, what did I do in a past life, but what were the lessons that I need to learn that I brought into this life. And one of them is standing up for your bravery, and the other one is learning to disconnect from the vows of poverty and knowing that you're in charge of your money. And you need to take these prayers you were prayed on. You prayed this over yourself. Now you need to reverse that. So I hope this message is helping someone out there. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'm going to get more messages out here on my channel. But for now, the letters that are coming with this are HZ, XP, NP, XF, HK, IZ, and then I heard Frannie, Sue, Nia, Penny, Colby, Billy, Susanna, Pancho Villa, Maddie, Madeline, Bob, and Annie. So I hope this message enlightens you this week and get out in nature, take advantage of the last days of summer so you before you're cooped up in there for winter. God loves you. I love you. Your angels love you. Definitely come check out my channel. And always hit in the description box, you'll see all the stuff about the names and the song. Oh, and the song is Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. Can't buy me love. Can't buy me love. For money can't buy me love. I love it. That's a message from your angels. No matter if you have money or no money today, it can't buy you love. Your angels are sending you lots of love and they're helping you heal the love within you so you can get a partner that shares an equal give and take with you. I love you, beautiful angels. Have a wonderful day out there.